Hello friends, my name is Vivek Pandit and today we are going to discuss the legal issues which are required for entrepreneurs. It's an important presentation, so of course we expect your full attention and we are sure that it will be of great benefit to you. Legal issues for entrepreneurs. So there are four ways to protect intellectual property, uh, and those four ways are patent on whatever inventions that you have made in your business or for your business. Trademarks on branding devices, that is another way of protecting your intellectual property. And the third involves speaking, observing, and empathizing. And number four, of course, are the trade secrets for methods, formulas which have some economic value. So these are four ways in which the intellectual property can be protected. Now, let us have a look at the patents. What exactly is a patent? So, patent is a contract between the government and the inventor in exchange for discovery or the disclosure of the invention. So once that contract is made, it grants the inventor exclusive rights to make, use, and sell the invention. Again, the holder of that patent obtains monopoly for a certain period. It is for a specified period, and after that, it passes into the public domain. So, patents are acquired only for a specified period of time, and once that period is over, it passes on, the invention passes on to the public domain, and then of course everybody and anybody can use it. uh, then let us have a look at different kinds of patents. Utility patents, they are used to protect useful processes, machines, articles of manufacture, and compositions of matter. Design patents, they guard the unauthorized use of new, original, and ornamental designs for articles of manufacture. And of course, plant patents, it is the way to protect invented or discovered plant varieties. So these are different ways in which intellectual property can be protected. Trademark is another way, procedure followed for protecting your intellectual property. So, a trademark protects words, it protects names, it protects symbols, sounds, colors that distinguish your goods and services. So, but trademarks, unlike patents, can be renewed forever. So, you can retain them forever because the property entirely belongs to you, and you can retain it forever as long as they are being used in your business. So that is what trademark does to your intellectual property. What are the different categories of trademark? Let us have a look. So number one is the point one that we call it. It is the coined marks, and they denote number of relationship, black and white, mark and good. For example, Kodak. Point number two is the arbitrary mark. It could be a common word used in meaningless context. For example, apple or a dollar. Point three could be a suggestive mark, which suggests certain features, qualities, ingredients, or characteristics of a product or service. For example, clean and clear, fair and lovely, skin white products. So these were a few examples. Point four is a descriptive mark with a dictionary meaning which is used in connection with products or services directly related to that meaning. For example, shoe plant, darzi, EBH, etc. So we now move on to copyright, and copyright is it is basically any innovation, commercial or artistic, or any unique name, symbol, logo, or design of the venture. It is an asset for the entrepreneur and must be protected from unauthorized use. Trade secrets is another way of protecting your intellectual property, and these are the information that companies keep secret from public or from competitors to give them an advantage over their, of course, the competitors. For example, the formula for Coca-Cola, that is the most famous trade kept secret. Licensing is another way of protecting your intellectual property, and it is an arrangement between two parties, that is the proprietary right owner, patentee, and the licensee. The patent owner may give permission to or license other parties to use the invention on mutually agreed terms. So, licensing is done either to expand a business or to start a new venture. If there is an existing patent that might involve infringement, licensing may be considered. And licenses are used to make profits and reach wider span of public. And one point in example is the telecommunication companies, fuel stations, food franchise, and drug stores. We now move forward, and we take into account what are the product safety and liability factors. So, a firm must not breach any legal specification of a product under the standards of Bureau of India, and there should be pre-assessment to check if the product is subject to any regulations under the Bureau of Indian Standards, and the entrepreneur must follow the prescribed specification to meet the BIS requirement. Let us move forward now and talk about types of product liability claims that might arise, and different kinds of claims which might come against your business. So there could be the cause of negligence, which could happen anywhere in production and marketing process. An example has been given of Toyota and Pepsi. Warranty is another way. When we overstate the product benefits and we do not deliver that amount, then of course you are liable for claims. Energy drinks are specially cautioned in this presentation. Strict liability, defective products for sale, that is another liability claim coming up your way. Misrepresentation, material facts are not disclosed or they are misrepresented in the labels, advertisement. So they are again hidden costs that you just might have to face. Moving forward, let's talk about insurance now. So insurance is nothing else but a cover against any unexpected mishap that might encounter your business. So it is used for managing risk in the new business. So risks are involved, especially in new businesses, and insurance steps in to control or mitigate that risk. The type of insurance to be purchased depends upon the nature of business and, of course, the industry in which you are. So let us have a look at the different kinds of insurances that are available for the entrepreneur, for the business. First is insurance of the property. So property can be saved from fire, burglary, robbery, and business interruptions. So that needs to be covered upfront. The casualty factor that we had discussed earlier, physical injury or property damage, that again needs to be considered by way of insurance. For life, of course, protecting life means that you are protecting the business community, your fellow mates, and workers' compensation on that will be required to be filled in on job inquiry. So these were the different types of insurances available. Now let us have a look at what exactly are contracts. So contract, it is a legally binding agreement between two parties. So two parties minimum are required to form a contract, and it should be legally binding. That is a very important aspect. It is an entrepreneur's contract with vendors, landlords, clients, etc. And written contracts must be preferred over verbal ones. So that is one aspect that you need to really take care of. that the written contracts are far more superior as compared to verbal contracts, and they are termed as valid and legally enforceable. An entrepreneur must take care of the following essential items. That is what our next slide is going to talk about. So, all involved parties should be named along with their roles, like, for example, buyer and seller, licensee, etc., licensor. So, they must be clearly identified. Detailed transaction, what is the exact location, date, time, and place of delivery should be mentioned. So this is what an entrepreneur must take care of the following items. What is the exact value of the transaction? That also has to be mentioned. It cannot be an ambiguous thing. Then involved person signatures must be obtained on the deal. So any person who is responsible or who is at the helm of the management should be given the responsibility of ensuring this. Of course, this might have been a slightly lengthy presentation for you, but important aspects covered under the session today. So, legal requirements, that is what every business must comply. And we also hope that you will be not be found laxing in those areas. We wish you all the best, and thank you for watching this presentation. Have a nice day.